Judge, middle of page 8, Judge.
All right, good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court criminal docket for September 14th, 2023. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives. They are also being streamed live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marujo, would you call our next case, please?
In cause number 2022-0D02012, State of Texas versus Benjamin Enriquez. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state is ready.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Enriquez. We're ready.
I thought I saw, is he here?
I don't know, Judge. I have not been able to get a hold of him. He's been really good about appearing in the past. I don't know where he is though, Judge. And again, I have not been able to notify him. I don't know if the probation department's had contact with him.
I read, according to the case summary, there's been contact, although he has not been testing. I'm understanding that to be some financial issues, at least per the summary. But I think, was this young man, Carla, let me see, I don't know that I went that far back. I mean, we were really kind of working with him, and I know he had some struggles, but they weren't things, they were a lot of financial things. I think he used to work at a car wash. Am I thinking of the right young guy? He completed his treatment, but he hasn't been, according to probation, he hasn't been, and he just completed treatment. He hasn't had the financial resources to go for a drug test. Carla, no issues, right? I don't see any issues with having contact with him. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor. According to the summary, he is reporting. The only little issue that happened since last hearing was that what you mentioned regarding the failure to provide the drug test on 2 occasions due to financial reasons, according to Mr. Enriquez. He did complete his Aliviane outpatient treatment. To date, he still has his community service, victim impact panel, theft counseling, anger management classes pending. And
is there, let me ask you, Carla, in terms of that treatment that he received at Aliviane, is there some type of continuation? Like, are they checking in with him? I don't know, in 30 days, is there some kind of something that is set, like post-treatment appointment? Or is he just to be following up with probation?
yes, Your Honor, since he completed the outpatient, he wouldn't be required to attend any further treatment, is my understanding. Any future referral would be in the event that there were
More issues.
to test positive or something else.
Mr. Marufo, did he check in on Monday?
No, Judge.
I think I remember him. I know he's been here before. And he's not in jail, right? Have we looked?
He's not in jail, Judge.
He didn't get picked up or something else.
I'm asking his officer, Judge, if he's aware of the hearing. I believe he is, but I'm just double checking.
Okay. Yeah, I think when I modified him, and I feel like these were delayed. I mean, I think we had a hearing, well, at the time.
It was mid-July, the last hearing, Your Honor.
There he is. There he is. He's coming in. Let's see. Yeah, I remember Mr. Enriquez. Good morning, Mr. Enriquez.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you doing?
Good, and yourself?
I'm doing well. We had started your hearing this morning. It was at 10 a.m. I was reviewing with probation and your attorney some of your performance. As of late, I see that you successfully completed your treatment at Aliviane. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Finally.
How did that go?
I mean, it was the end of the treatment was good, but the process of it was good as well. learn a couple things from it.
Okay, so it looks like you completed that just a week ago. How
Yes,
about
ma'am.
since you got done with that treatment? You've been all right?
Yes, ma'am. I've been working. I work 5 days out of the week now
Where are you working?
at Wing Daddy's.
When did you start working there? Long time ago?
About
Last
a
week?
month. Nah, about a month and a half.
Okay, let me ask you, what financial obligations do you have? Like, do you pay rent? You got kids
Yeah, I
to
can
support?
hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could now. It's because my PO calling me because I couldn't find nobody has sent me the link for the work.
So we're in court right now. I hope you can see that.
I know. Yeah, that's why he was calling me because I called him asking for the link.
Okay. You might want to save that link anytime you need to appear via Zoom. It is the same link every time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I was asking, what are your financial obligations? Do you pay rent? Do you have children? What's going on?
I go halves with my mom and rent. I pay my own phone bill. I gotta buy dog food and then just court fees.
Alrighty, so we reduced all those fees to the minimum amount. So that should alleviate some of that burden. What I'm seeing here, Mr. Huffman, I'm gonna talk to your attorney, okay, Mr. Enriquez. What I'm seeing in the case summary is that we've had some issues. Well, your client is saying he doesn't have the ability to pay for the drug testing. Mr. Enriquez, you need to know that that is something that, considering the concerns in this case and on your probation, that's an important condition for me, okay? So
Yes,
you're gonna
ma'am.
need to budget yourself. I mean, there's not a whole lot more I can do in terms of the financials, because I need you to be tested. I need to make sure that you're not falling off track, and that's really, once you're out of treatment, that's one of the key ways that I keep track of that, okay?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think, we have been, kind of coming back, and, I'll work with you, but I really don't want you to fall off track. Okay.
Right. Yes, ma'am. I'll make sure.
Um, I am going to in addition to that, it says, okay, so we still have our other conditions. We got to do our VIP class, theft counseling, anger management, and community service. How long is he on probation?
We still have them, Your Honor, through October of 2027.
So we have time, but just don't forget those things are there, Mr. Enriquez. I don't want to continue to see you failing to test, because that's going to make me think you don't want to be tested for a reason, right? I hear what you're telling me. I hear it's a money thing. So for now, in terms of those two failures that I'm seeing here to test, I'm just kind of gonna move forward from that, okay? And you need to figure out a way to pay for 2 tests in the next month. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Carla, I want to see him tested twice. How much are the tests?
12.
$12? Okay, so you need to put away $30 for 2 tests over the course of the month, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this about this moral recognition therapy counseling? Is he already doing that? Has that been something that's ongoing?
Your Honor, I believe because Mr. Enriquez is part of special program scan caseload, that is another kind of this outpatient, some kind of counseling to address the caseload he's under.
Mhm.
So I don't see that he's attending any of that or anything just yet. I want to say maybe the probation officer, Mr. Huerta, was trying to, I guess the importance at the time was completing his substance abuse. He's done that, and then from there he'll move on to everything else.
Okay. So we're gonna, Mr. Huffman, do you have anything for me?
No, Your Honor.
How many hours do you work, Mr. Enriquez?
9 hours. The most 10 hours.
A week?
Oh, a week? No, I work about, now I'm gonna start working about 39 hours a week.
Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is, we're gonna come back again in 60 days. Okay, just like we're doing right now. Carla, you all are gonna tell me whether he's complied with his testing or not. If he has, Mr. Enriquez, I want you to continue to do well and to benefit from what you learned in the treatment and what new treatment is gonna be ongoing. I'll tell you this, if you stay on the right track, I'm very comfortable waiving your community service hours. Maybe you need to get a second job to keep you busy and get you on track financially, right? So let's do that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You get me 2 clean tests. You get me 2 clean tests, and in 60 days, we will reevaluate, see how you're doing. I don't know that there's any other financial. I thought we had reduced everything on the financial end. Carla, we waived already court costs and fine. We reduced the probation fees. So, Mr. Enriquez, what I mean to kind of get across to you, you're on probation with me for 5 years, okay? Is it deferred or is it straight?
It's deferred.
It's deferred. So that's a really good benefit for you, right? You do your probation, okay, these counts or case goes away, right? If you can really put in the effort, and I don't mind saying this to you because I think you've been, it's straight, Jasmine?
Your Honor,
It's not deferred.
it's straight.
It is straight. Well, you've got the conviction. Bueno, in any event, you show me you're on the right track and I'm always gonna work with you, Mr. Enriquez, okay?
So now that I hear that it's straight, I can get off early, huh?
It will always depend on your performance. Okay,
Right.
and what I mean by that is we can look at conditions, the testing, other things that you do in treatment. It all depends on your performance, what you end up having to do. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You know, we're starting fairly early. You know, we're maybe barely gonna hit a year. I know it might seem like a long time, but I just don't want you to mess up again.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
All right. All right. So we'll come back in 60 days. Mr. Huffman, do you have anything else for me?
Judge, I wanted to leave my direct number on the chat.
Do you see it, Mr. Enriquez?
Yeah, I'm about
Write
to,
it down or screenshot it or whatever, so you can
Mm.
have it. That is your attorney's number. So if you have any questions, like before you're talking to probation or when you talk to probation about things, that he is
Yeah.
staying in the loop because he wasn't able to be in contact with you. Is that your cell number, Mr. Huffman?
Yes, Your Honor. Could
Mr.
you
Enriquez, you would be well advised to maybe text him a good contact number for you, okay?
yes, ma'am.
please
all right.
text me, like right now, Mr. Enriquez?
Mr. Enriquez, don't be playing games, okay? Don't be, I mean, I feel like you're straightforward. Don't make any wrong decisions. Don't make me look bad. I'm gonna work with you. Do the right thing, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'll make sure to work with you back.
All right, all right. All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you
Nothing
very
to say.
much. Thank you, Mr. Enriquez, your excuse. Thank you, Mr. Huffman.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
The next one is right below it, Judge. In cause number 2022-0D05442, State of Texas versus Eric Silva. Announcement of council, please.
And call or take it for the state. The state is ready.
So La Nunez on behalf of Mr. Silva.
Is Mr. Silva here? Is he in custody?
No, Judge, so will I get appointment papers on this one? Because I represented him throughout the criminal case before he pled, well, when he pled back in July. And now he's on probation. So I don't know, will I get another order appointing me? Because I haven't received one yet.
Sure. Where are we at on this one? Let me ask. I mean, because I see you still there, but sometimes it's a holdover on the docket.
Right.
Where are we on this one? Oh, he's been MIA. And
Yes,
he's in custody and we don't have a bench warrant yet?
No,
I
Your Honor.
don't see a VN that, I haven't received a VN.
So here's what we're gonna do. We need to get let me see. To answer your question, Mr. Nunez, yes, and you can anticipate that a bench warrant is gonna be issued for your soon-to-be client, and we'll come back on a real hearing once we catch it.
okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so, and feel free to obviously listen your time. So yeah, we need let me go back and read it. I need a bench warrant, that's for sure. He packed his belongings and left the house, huh? Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's get the bench warrant. He took off. Come on, Mr. Nunez, que pues.
No, pues.
All right, we'll get your order appointing and we'll get the process started so we can get that bench warrant filed.
Okay, sounds good, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. Who's next?
That's it, Judge, till the 10:31, just wait.